You're watching a slice of Knightlife, a weekly look into Rutgers Athletics. Heck of a start for the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers as they beat UMass. Coach Chris Ash, you were trailing in that football game 14-0 and 21-7. How were you able to stabilize and kind of stay the course?
Well, it had nothing to do with the game in that situation. It's the training that our staff and our players went through all offseason. We knew there was going to be a tough patch in that game. We knew they would make some plays. They did. We had to steady in the boat and just go back to our training and stick together. And that's what we did, and it worked out.
What about McLean Carter and his first start? The best start for a guy since Mike McMahon at Army in 1997.
You know, he did a great job. It wasn't perfect, but he got the job done. I think we all saw some real potential in McLean and what he did. Did have 3 interceptions that we've got to clean up on, but that was his first game in a couple of years, you know, really of significant action. So it's not like he's been playing a lot. He had some rust to knock off as well.
4 rushing touchdowns for Isaiah Pacheco, 156 yards on the ground. Does he have a nose for the end zone?
Well, he did Friday night,
yeah.
And hopefully he can keep that up all year. But Isaiah is one of our best players. He's going to be a big-time running back for us and big-time playmaker for us. And it was no surprise the production he had on Friday night.
Bo Melton had 6 grabs for 127 yards, and often you've talked about the ability for a receiver to gain separation. That's what you need in this offense, and he was able to do that.
Yeah, if you're going to get some explosive plays down the field, you need someone that can get some separation from the receivers like that and be able to go up and get a ball, a deep ball. Bo did that on his first touchdown of his career. I'm really, really happy and excited for Bo to be able to have a game like he did. Now we've got to continue that throughout the season.
Tyshawn Fogg, the junior linebacker, led you defensively with 11 tackles. What about this defense? Did they kind of galvanize as a unit after the early going?
Well, we knew that there were going to be some tough spots early on in that game until we identified really what UMass was going to do offensively. So once we got used to the tempo and we were able to communicate better and do our job consistently, we settled down and played really good 3 quarters of football. But they got us early in the game. They forced us into a couple mental mistakes because of the tempo and some eye violations because of the tempo. But again, once we got it under control, got used to it, we were fine. It's been a long time since we've been able to celebrate after a game, and they put in a lot of work. They've done everything we've asked them to do. They've really sacrificed and invested here this offseason to be able to celebrate after a victory is just everything for those players. I'm really happy for them.
From a 48-21 victory over UMass, now you go right into the Big Ten. You go to Iowa. It's a tough place to play. What are your thoughts on the opener in the conference?
Well, it's a big opener. It's on the road. It's an 11 a.m. kickoff. I've got the pink locker room there at Kinnick Stadium to deal with in the visiting locker room. So there are a lot of obstacles or hurdles for us to get ready for. We just talk about controlling the situation, not letting that situation control us. So we're going to have to play really good football. We're going to have to get off to a good start, but it's going to start with a great preparation during the week.
The Big Ten beckons for the Scarlet Knights as they head to Iowa this weekend.
Need to see the doctor but can't get there? Download the Telemed app from RWJ Barnabas Health and see the doctor right away, whenever you want, wherever you are, no matter who you are.
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Let's take a look at the past week's action in Rutgers Athletics. Make sure to come out and support your Scarlet Knights this week on the Banks. The first full episode of Knightlife premieres next Thursday, a show dedicated to keeping you informed on all things Rutgers Athletics.
And that's important because our kids need to know that we're committed to giving them the resources to be successful.
Recognize when to keep things moving, recognize when to finish. Okay, here we go. I know that I'm in a very fortunate position. I get a chance to teach student athletes about life through a game.
You don't want to miss it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.